and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Tuesday, September 19th, 2017 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi, and our energy mantra for today is my passion connects me to the wholeness of my soul. It could also be my passion connects me to the holiness of my soul. What if we start likening our passions and our desires to a soul level thing and really see the holy in them? Just saying, what would happen? All right, so today we are building into new moon energy. We have the new moon happening at 10:30 p.m. Pacific time. So late night new moon. This new moon is happening at 27 degrees. That is 9 energy. So it's completion energy, but it's also an energy of passion, getting us really revved up and connected to our passion. And I say this all the time. One of my favorite Danielle Laporte quotes ever is be impeccable with your desire. And when we are connecting to those soul level passions and desires, then I would say it's easier to be impeccable with it because we still have the ego desires, that still comes up, but it's like this deeper primal drive that helps ground us, connect us into that. So be impeccable with these desires. Recognize the holiness in these energies within you and let them help move you and motivate you. So there is a strong sense of reality in and through this new moon energy, and that energy is presiding over the day. But reality is such an interesting thing. So often, what we view as reality is like what we see in front of us, and then what we think about what we see in front of us. That's reality. We also trust as reality what people say is happening and what we've been taught is happening. And so I just want to remind you of the wholeness message that we have been working with in and through Virgo energy, the wholeness of connecting body, mind, spirit, soul. For many of us, the mind is our leader. The mind is like in front of the parade being like, I'm in charge, leading the parade, here we go. And the thing is, mind may think that it wants that, but that's not reality. It's not reality. Mind does not want that. Every part of ourself in its inherent, undistorted form wants to be connected to the whole. The mind ultimately wants to connect to the body and listen to what the body has to say. The body wants to be connected to the spirit and listen to what the spirit has to say. The spirit wants to be connected to the soul and what the soul has to say. And so as we face reality, we need to bring all of us with us on this reality journey to show up. What is my body saying? This is so important. Every cell in your body has information to offer you. So what is your body saying in regards to this new moon, in regards to how you're moving forward in connection with your passions, with your desires? What is your spirit saying? What is your higher self saying? How are you being guided? And are you listening to that intuition and your guidance? And even deeper than that ever-present, deep beat of primal energy within you. How is that guiding you? And then listening to the heart, that's connected to all that, and then connecting this all to the mind and letting the mind work together with these energies to help move you forward. A dedication to your wholeness, a dedication to your holiness, a dedication to your solar energy to help move you forward. This is beautiful. So whose life are you living? Are you living brain's life? Are you living the life that your mother told you to live? Are you living the life that your pastor told you to live? Are you living the life I told you to live? Are you living the life your cat told you to live? Are you living the life your friend told you to live? Are you living the life your boss told you to live? Or are you living the life of your wholeness and honoring that in every present moment that you take a step forward, in every present moment where you take some kind of action? This is up to you, and this is reality, and this is practicality, and this is how you begin to make incremental shifts to change your life into a soul purpose life, into the life living your mission that you came to live. And my feeling is this moon is a big motivator to get us into that energy. Now, I had a suggestion, and I'm going to remind you of that. So, new moons begin a 6-month cycle. So, we will have a full moon in Virgo I didn't actually look up the date, in like February or March during Pisces time, in which these intentions, these steps, these commitments to our soul that we're making now, we will see, hopefully, harvest, fruition at that time. But a lot of us kind of forget. Like, we make the intentions, and it's like Sunday morning inspiration, and we're gung-ho, go for it, and then kind of forget it along the wayside. Here's a very practical Virgo thing. Write it down. Be like, okay, this is my intention. This is what I'm working with. This is how I'm moving. However incrementally, however many baby steps you need, this is how I'm moving to really connect to my life and how it is that I want to connect to my passion and my life. This is what this moon, this new moon energy is doing for us. Now, the Sabian symbol is interesting, but I was inspired by it just the same. Sabian symbol for 27-degree Virgo. A group of aristocratic ladies meet ceremonially at court's function. I was like, really? Really? This is it? But I like what it says, because it talks about the contrast between the profane and the sacred ritual, and how the two need not be divided. Our over-individualistic and confused new generations find it valuable to, I skipped the wrong page, to study Japanese tea ceremonies or flower arrangements, judo. The undisciplined needs to learn refinement. This goes along with the thing. Whose traditions are you following, and are they serving you? There are so many ancient traditions that do have so much to offer us as we take our steps forward. But it's up to you to notice. Are these traditions that you're honoring, living, are they serving you? Are they helping you in and through your purpose? Or are they not? Is it time to let go of those traditions? Just the same, is it time to bring some traditions, some structure, some regularity into your life? Whether it's daily meditation, whether it's a daily walk outside, whether it is something like a tea ceremony or feng shui or an older kind of tradition. There's so much that can serve you in and through this. This may be time to bring a little bit of that into your life. So before I get into all the other astro of the day, when I was feeling this moon, a quote kind of popped into my head. I couldn't get the whole thing, but I was like, what is this? And it was like, you know, there's a beat of your soul, a life force, a quickening. I remember the life force, a quickening. And turns out it's a quote by Martha Graham, who was a famous dancer. And I, of course, love that. And I have it pulled up here, and I'm going to read it exactly, so it's not Mimi translation. There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all time, this expression is unique. This expression is needed. This expression is what we need to all tune into. What is your vitality, life force? Make a commitment to tune into this wholeness, to this holiness, in and through this new moon energy. It will serve you, and it will continue to serve you as you recommit to this energy over and over and over. And it's going to take recommitment because we have been trained away from these things, but keep recommitting in and through this energy. All right, so besides that new moon energy, we have a lot actually going on. We have Venus shifting into Virgo, which means Venus will be at the final degree, 29 degrees of Leo, through much of the day. Venus is actually shifting at 6:15 p.m. So it is also a late night shift, just a little bit before the full moon energy. But Venus and Leo, wherever you go, go with all of your heart. Your heart is helping you tune into this energy, and that is so important. Take that heartfelt energy along with you as Venus moves into Virgo. Venus into Virgo, taking pleasure in service. Being of service by taking pleasure in being. That to me is like the big message in it. Finding pleasure by being of service. Let me get this tongue twister right. Being of service by taking pleasure in your presence of being, by you showing up. If you remember from my 13 moon oracle cards, I said sometimes being a sacred container is enough. When you are living in your whole form, in your wholeness, you are of service because you are showing up in your unique expression that you came to bring. What if that could be enough? What if that could just enhance your worth and let you realize how awesome your presence is on this planet? Thank you for joining us, Thank you for joining us. Venus in Virgo gives us an opportunity over about a little bit over 3 weeks to explore this energy, this message, the worth of my service, the worth of my presence, and realizing that you do have something to offer even just in and through that. But it's presence. So often we spend our time here, and this is where we're at. We're here. And the universe is like, this is great. Thanks for listening. But this is what we want, this full embodied energy. Venus in Virgo wants us to work that. What else is going on? Another interesting connection that we have Mercury opposite Neptune. So we have Mercury in Virgo, which, by the way, Mercury's out of shadow period. Yay! Everybody cheer. All right, so Mercury in Virgo opposite Neptune in Pisces. Now, this energy is lighting up the energy of the last full moon that we had. So this, to me, is bringing some revelations, realizations, understanding to our mental facilities from that full moon. There was a lot of release, a lot of karmic release that was going on. That karmic release is still continuing. It's like, for instance, this is going to be my analogy for karmic release. So, when you brush your hair, you don't just go, done. You have to brush more of your hair before you're like, done. And that's kind of this process of karmic relief. There's many brushes to get the stray hairs off, these stray energies. But now it's like, oh, I'm looking at the brush. I see the hairs that have come out. Like, I see what's going on. So there may be some realizations that come in. The other thing that I want you to attune to with this is faith. Faith in this process. Neptune is faith. You could get caught in the mental illusions. Is anything really happening? I don't really know. Trust, if you have been doing the work, if you have been showing up, things are happening. Things are unfolding. Ooh, so good, so good. I have the mind card in reverse and the dream card upright. This, to me, is you have to pay at least as much attention to your faith, to your dreams, as you do your fears. The mind, that's where we go. We go into the fears, we go into the ego, we go into all of those different things. Please pay at least as much attention to your dreams, to your goals, to where it is you want to go. And I say at least as much, but please pay more attention to that than you do to the fears. And it's going to be that constant, oh, here I go again. I'm in the fear. What's the evidence of that? Well, my evidence is that my brain is thinking of it. Okay, here it is. I want to go back into this energy. Faith, it doesn't mean that you're constantly going to be like, I believe, but it's like, oh wait, here I am again. Let me trust the universe. The universe has good things in store for me. All right, we also have the sun opposite Chiron, so this Virgo Pisces energy. Again, this is more of this karmic energy that's being released. Your job in this is to show up for you. Your job in this is to show up present, aligned, body, mind, spirit, soul. Not just in your mind with this, but really getting aligned and releasing, blessing with gratitude these lessons that have come for you, because these things always show up for you. Everything that's happening for you is happening for you. It's not happening to you. It is happening for you. So thank it and release this energy. Let it go. This just feels like it's just so much letting go in and through this, but you have to show up for it. There's often one of the things is we hold on to these things, and part of the lesson is like, oh, I have to uncurl my fingers and let it go. Pay attention to how you have to show up. Be vigilant to how you need to show up in and through this shedding. Also aiding in that shedding, we have the moon connecting to Saturn and the moon connecting to Pluto. So Pluto, transforming, helping us access our power, step into our power, getting strong and firm in our power, in our personal power and structure. And then that Saturn energy. The moon is going to square Saturn But to me, this is just, again, going through more of these beliefs, and it may be more of those times where we have to turn and really dedicate to the process of our solar energy, dedicate to the process of our holy energy, dedicate to the process of our wholeness. I don't know if I said that, but wholeness, holy, solar energy. Keep dedicating to that and let that help you connect you to your truth. There's so many things out here, but we really need to connect to the truth inside, because you are the guru. It's all about you. It's not anybody else's life. It's not my life. It's not your cat's life. Nobody else's life. Nobody else's path to take. It's all about you. And that is the essence of responsibility. Last thing I want to mention is we do have a bit of a yod that is happening with this new and full moon, just ripening this path. We have Uranus feeding in. So Uranus, again, is helping shed, release all those things. It's funny, the ripeness card is like, it's ripe, it's ready, but it's like, it's releasing. That's what I'm getting from this reverse ripeness. These things are releasing. They're just falling off the tree. Clinging to the past in reverse. These old things are being released at this time. Your job is to show up, be present, and believe in the success of this future. So we have, like I said, this yod. Uranus is on one side, feeding into the sun and moon, and then on the other side, it's a little bit of a wide yod, but I saw it, and I was like, I feel the resonance. I feel it. South node in Aquarius. Again, the old ways of doing things. The South node, where we disconnect. The North node in Leo, where we are fully connected to heart and letting ourselves go with our heart. Anywhere it is that we need to go according to our own solar path. So to finish up from Earth Magic, I have tree, grounding, as above, so below. I am grateful for what is and eager for more. Let ourselves be grounded in and through that, bringing in the faith, the Pisces, Neptune, Chiron energy into our present reality, our present physical reality, grounded in. And then I really love mountain, strength, being solid in our soul, being solid in our wholeness energy, being solid in our strength. And I like this because it brings up vigilance again, which yesterday's horoscope did that. The current situation calls for you to be vigilant, not to the point of fear or paranoia, but be that rock of strength that you are capable of becoming. The solidness of your resolve to be in your whole, in your holiness. Solidness of your resolve will be clearly communicated when you model yourself after the towering immensity of a mountain. Impenetrable, indestructible, standing steady like a rock is what is called for at this time. Like a rock, be steady and true to yourself, and true to your heart, and true to your soul, and fully grounded in and of yourself and in your power. And write this all in your journal and just see from this power in you what comes about in these next 6 months. So, instead of dropping the mic, I dropped the card. That's it for today. Book a reading if you want to dive deeper into your personal horoscope, or in your personal chart, actually. And I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.